All right, breaking just moments ago, the entire island of Puerto Rico is now out of power as a powerful Category 1 hurricane barrels through the island. Want to bring in national correspondent George Solis, who is in Puerto Rico as we speak. George, talk to me. What have you been seeing there as this storm progresses?
Yeah, Yasmin, conditions continuing to deteriorate here as Fiona barrels Puerto Rico. Category 1 storm. This is a slow-moving storm, slow to arrive, but now that it is here, it is delivering intense wind and rain. You can actually see some of those palm trees behind me as they are starting to sway, many of them snapping like twigs in some cases. We're seeing some of the tree debris on the other side of where we are actually falling on some cars right now, and this is only projected to get much worse. And you mentioned the power grid. Yes, there is no power across the island of Puerto Rico right now. And this is one of the main concerns that a lot of the residents had, especially as we approach the 5-year anniversary of Hurricane Maria, which battered that power grid. Many wondering if this storm would be able to knock out power. Evidently, we now have the answer. Officials here say they are scrambling to try and get power restored. But of course, officials are thinking about their safety too. Conditions not safe to be out in right now. And right now, officials from across the municipalities here in Puerto Rico are urging residents to stay put as Fiona continues its assault on the island right now. This storm is delivering some incredible gusts for a Category 1 hurricane. We're looking at 80, 90, even 100-mile-per-hour winds that are gusting at this moment. And the waves also crashing through the seawalls here. We've seen waves already cascading over the wall. So we are being battered with some serious conditions, and that's not even mentioning the threat of flash flooding out here and mudslides. So there's a lot happening right now. The first real hurricane to impact this island in quite some time, and people here, they weren't underestimating it. Some said, yeah, you know what, we have our supplies, we're ready for this, but we're really starting to see and feel the effects of this hurricane. Many hopefully taking those precautions and staying safe at this time.
Here's the thing. There are some parts of Puerto Rico that still haven't even necessarily recovered from Hurricane Maria, despite the fact that it was 5 years ago. So I'm just wondering, as you mentioned, authorities there telling folks to stay put now that the storm has reached the island. What did they do to prepare residents for something like this, considering the absolute devastation that happened during Hurricane Maria?
Yeah, officials certainly trying to get ahead of any damage that this storm might bring after the event is over. A disaster declaration approved by the president today. So they are putting the framework in place for whatever this storm might bring. And the governor on television daily providing updates, letting people know what this storm might bring, letting them know not to underestimate this storm. Ironically, on Saturday, as he was delivering the update about the intensity of this storm and what it could bring, the power actually went out during that press conference. So sort of a little foreshadowing of to what to expect, what Fiona actually struck. So again, everyone here has been put on notice. So right now, officials hoping that people here are heeding their warnings and staying put. Yasmin?
Yeah, we hope everybody stays safe. And George, you and your crew stay safe as well. I know it's important to cover the storm, but of course, your safety is first and foremost. Thanks, George. Appreciate it.